Bum bum bottom. Get started here in just a minute. Ew. Alright, everything should be good. Do this. The annoying thing is my mouse. No, not that one. Navigating is annoying because my mouse and keyboard thing is like just at the edge of its range where I had to plug in the receiver. I think I just wasn't talking into the mic. This should be better. But yeah, let me know if this is not better. Bum. Three. My idea is to do fake booster draft. Yeah. Reckless ransacking. Most thieves are silent and swift, leaving no trace of their crime. Noggles takes a different approach. I don't think I want to read every card. So we've got the hybrid elf. The merfolk is pretty good. Oh, Brigid. This card is actually insane. This card is really good in draft. We got a token. And this forest. So this first player is gonna take the rare. do this? How do I manage all of this? Put that there. Then we go into the next player. This is gonna take a long time. Okay. Got the brute. Graspling. The Gnarlback. Stinger. Personify. We've got Temple Garden as our rare. And we've got Dawnhand Dissident as an extra rare. Unforgiving Aim is the foil. Mountain and Kithkin Elf token. I think this player is going to take this card. I've been kind of impressed with this card in Limited. Like, I don't think you never play this in Constructed, but Limited, this can be kind of a house in the set with all the other ways that you get -1/-1 counters. And then get value out of them. Yeah, guaranteed foil in every pack. That's been a thing for a long ass time. So your foil slot is like an extra way. It can be anything from... I mean, foils had a guaranteed slot for like 20 years or something. It's like been a really long time that packs have a guaranteed foil. You can look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's been like for almost as long as foils have existed. Maybe not the whole time. But the foil can scale. It can be a common, or it can be a rare, an uncommon or rare mythic, but it's always that same slot. So that's one of the ways in which modern packs, the like number of rares you can get, you can high roll in a pack can be very high. So we've got the Adept Water Shaper as our rare, which is pretty good. We've got Lofty Dreams as our foil. And we've got a Goblin Shivok token. So I think we're just going to take the rare out of this pack. Keep it simple. Pummeler. Dawnhide Ecologist. Star Roaster. This thing is so good. The Flying. We've got a fancy Thought Left Lieutenant. Bogart Curse Crafter. And Shimmerwild's Growth. Protective Response. And our rare is the Champion of Lakachan. Foil. Merfolk. Man, I'm just a dirty rare drafter, you know? Just a filthy rare drafter. Farrier, which is pretty good. Counterspell. 4 damage. The Changeling. Crib Swap. Moon Vigil Adherence. Giant Fall. Shimmer Creep. Overgrown Tomb. And Plains. Ooh, and the blank card. Hell yeah. Powerful. I didn't know this had blank cards. So here, we're probably not first picking the shock. It's my second shock. There was a shock in one of these other packs, too. I think. Yeah, Temple Garden. White card could be anything. It could be a shock. I don't know what to take out of this pack. For drafting purposes. So there's Vivid. You don't take Giant Fall. Moon Vigil Adherence is like pretty good, but this pack's tough. I really don't know. I assume you take an uncommon. Like the best things to be in are elves, or we could. So we're either trying to slot into the elf slot or the 5-color vivid slot. I think I'm going to take the elf, but I really don't know. That's one where I don't know what the right pick is, and I'm pretty sure I'm taking the wrong thing. But we're moving on. That player is going to be decided to force elves. See how it goes for him. Silvergill, Sundapt, Celebrant. This one's also better than it looks. Shaker's Gift. Deuce. Sourbread Auntie. And we've got Oko. New Oko. And a Reluctant Dower Guard foil. And another blank card. We're just going to take the Oko and move on. New Oko is not incredible. Oh, I can just put these this way. I don't know I thought in my head, they were like, hey, should be separate. They can just go flat. That makes more sense. New Oko is not, like, on the level of original Oko, but it's pretty good in limited. Again, not like the best limited card either. Voracious Tomb Skimmer. The Explosive Prodigy. Wistfulness is the pick. And we've got a foil Illusion Spinners. Ooh, and a foil Forest. Fancy. Yeah, so the Wistfulness. This card's a friggin' house. don't think that's the case. But I have no idea how how much people value current Fallout forests. I can't be that much. Ooh, we got a devoted druid in our special guest slot. That don't be that it's like an uncommon. It's not. I don't know why they did that mythic symbol on them. Also, I don't know that you can do anything with this in limited. It is purdy. That's true. That's the important thing. It's cool. Nightmare Sower, the Eclipse Realms, and the Chronicle of Victory. So it also got a mythic in this pack, which is can also be a friggin' house if you can get there. Another blank card. Hell yeah. Blank cards are sick. I think we're taking this mythic in this pack. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, draw a card, and we're open to whatever we get past, it's pretty sick. Okay, and we're back to player number 1 who took Brigid. And let's see what our Brigid player wants. So we're the Virulent Emissary, the Devoted Druid is interesting. We probably want this. White removal. I think we just take this. To go with our Brigid. What this player take? Okay. So we've got a black Reacher. Following Wilds. Marrow. Eclipsed Elf. The Merfolk. The Stratosaur. Man, I did not draft this set a ton. I don't know. I have his. Oh, and also, I will say, of all the sealed I play, I had a terrible feel for this set. So don't take my path too seriously. I really do not have a good feel for what's good in this limited environment. Other than, if you can load up on a type, that's good. I might just take this Eclipsed Elf. There's no removal that I want. That's probably wrong. You probably want one of these two cards. But no, that player chose that. Yell at him, not me. Yell at him. What is this player on? The Wayfinder. So we're looking at the Luminal Hold. Narbok Elm is sick. This player really wants that one. But will it pass all the way around? I think we're just taking the Luminal Hold. Both these players are on white. They're sitting pretty close to each other. I don't know. This player's also has a white card. Let's cut white from everyone. Okay, well this isn't getting the signal of a Luminal Hold passing to them. So Are there any Kithkin cards in here? There's one Kithkin card. Maybe you take this. This leaves us open. This card's pretty good. I don't think this card's anything special, even though it's a Kithkin. I'd rather have this. So we're gonna take this. Put a land in my hand. Hell yeah, bud. Alright, this is the player that's looking for elves. They've decided they're forcing elves. So you've got elf. We've got elf. That's an elf. Okay, so we're not taking this elf. We're not this desperate for an elf. Dawn Hand Eulogist. 03. So I think we're taking the Percher. People keep saying the Percher's really good. And I kind of believe them, but I'm taking the 4-mana card over the 5-mana card. Okay. What are we on here? This is Oko. So we're in some kind of blue deck. Maybe. So keep out's interesting to me. The Shimmer Creep's interesting. The Overgrown Tomb's interesting. I think I take the Shimmering Creep. Yeah, this player's going elementals. This player's going vivid. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're actually locked in on blue-green. Great Forest Druid is probably what we're taking, unless there's a really good uncommon or something. Keen Life. No, we're just taking this. Keeps our options open. We get to do stuff. So we got 2 Vivid players going next to each other. We got a bunch of white players going next to each other. It's all looking real fun for some of these players and less fun for the others. Players ready to cut each other. Let's see how it goes. What are we on? Right, we're open to any type. We're looking for a type both thing. This is really good. Fairies. Yeah, I think this player is gonna start with the Merfolk plan based on this pack. There are a bunch of elves and fairies, maybe. We're taking this. I like this card. Alright, back to our first white player. Got this Kithkin. Uh-oh. And we're seeing a lack of good white cards. So what about what other colors do we got here? We've got a Trick. Bad 3 damage. Draw spell, but we're not committed. That color. The Eclipsed resources is interesting, but we're Not really even in a tribe type yet, so. Maybe it's this. Or Tweez. Maybe it's Tweez. Yeah, we're just gonna take removal. And players feeling nervous. Alright. Are these both elves? Is this an elf? This is an elf, okay. What are we looking at? We've got an elf. That's an elf card. That's an elf card. That's an elf card. That's an elf card. Okay. That's an elf card. Let's look at our elf cards. Which one's the best? Devoted Druid's just fun, you know? You know? Oh, yeah. This one actually has synergy. This is actually synergy right here. During your turn, you may, by removing 3 counters from among creatures, and this can get a counter for free. That's just... That actually goes in that deck. Hell yeah. That player is feeling very happy currently. This player's kind of on Merfolk. Merfolk. We're taking this. We're taking this. Kithkin and colorless. Fairy Rogue, Elf Archer, Shapeshifter for our bad Kithkin deck. Oh, we're feeling pretty bad. We're feeling pretty bad. This pack's pretty weak. What's the best card here? It's not this. It might be this. Or we just take Temple Garden and continue with our deck that doesn't do anything. Yeah, this player is into pivoting. This is the player that's going to pivot. Narbalk. This is our elf player. Show me the elves. Show me the elves. We got an elf. It's terrible, but we're committed to elves, maybe? Yeah, the rest of this pack is not enticing me either. Elf. So colorless cards, interesting. Another vivid. This thing's a house. So we might be on this. No. Goblin. We're not on goblins. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. That's interesting. But I think we want this. This card's so good. You get in lots of board stalls in this game. Okay, this guy's on green vivid, kind of. So this is interesting because it's removal. The overgrown tomb. Probably take the overgrown tomb. Yeah, this player's taking the overgrown tomb. Got two players going for 5 color right next to each other. So that's fun. This player is thinking about Merfolk. But open. Okay, there's an off chance we don't get Merfolk, so I think we just go for the... Well... Maybe we just take this. Pass the percher. Okay, so we're on our weirdo red, weirdo white deck. Might be splashing red. What do we got? We got white card. What are uncommons? Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. That's maybe, but I think we're taking this. Okay. Looking for -1/-1 counter cards in black and green. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is interesting. But I think we take the... I don't know which one. This is an uncommon. I'll take this. Merfolk player. Merfolk player's going to take this land, probably. Oh, no. Never mind. We've got removal. We'll take removal. So this is the player that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. When you don't know what the fuck you're doing. We're on white and black, though. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there are like no Kithkin in this whole fucking in this whole draft. I don't remember what the big hits in this. But yeah, we got Wistfulness. I think is our big hit. I forgot to look up what the pricey cards in this are. But right now I am single player, 8-player drafting. should probably put in the title, but whatever. I'll probably take this. Take this Skyjammer. What are the black cards? The black cards interesting? No, that's not interesting. Maybe it's Evolving Wilds, but because this doesn't synergize with our deck at all either, but man, this player is fucked. This draft is going really bad. Nice. Alright, this player's forcing elves. Do we got any elves? Elf. Temple Garden. Which isn't really what this player wants either. Let's look at these elf cards. This is surprisingly pretty good. I think we're taking this. So this player's on Vivid. We've got Oko. This card's good. Draw a card. Oh, we have 2 of these in this pack. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, not really any Vivid cards, but we'll take this. To go with our Oko and Fat Burb. Okay. This player's also kind of a Vivid thing going on. But it's more focused around green-blue. No one's on goblins. So the removal's interesting, but that's a splash. I think we're just taking this. This is what we're taking. The fixing. Okay, this player is on Merfolk. Kind of. Removal, though. Yeah, we're just taking this. Okay, so this player's on white and red. Mostly is on white, really. I splashed a red card. Ooh. Feeling not great about being in these colors. So, but we take Cinder Strike. Yeah, we just take Cinder Strike. Is it green we're thinking about? Maybe. But we'll take Cinder Strike. Going this late is actually crazy. I've been overlooking this card. That's on me. Alright. -1/-1 counter cards. That's what we're looking for. So we'll take this. Easy peasy. Synergies continue because we have Dawnhand Dissident. Building a Dawnhand Dissident deck. And I lost track about which pack was which. I think this one goes here. If I fucked up, leave a comment. Hell yeah. I love Edge of Eternities. Edge of Eternities is such a cool set. Okay, what are we on? Merfolk. I think we just take this. This card's good. Okay, this player doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And still doesn't know what they're doing. Man, what do we have? We're on like white cards and a black card. We want changelings. We want Kithkin. Realistically, and we have seen 0 Kithkin. So we're taking this stupid card. That doesn't feel good. Like we could hate drafts, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This draft's gone completely sideways. Nothing feels good here. We're forcing elves. Okay, forcing elves. There are no elves. There's an elf. Alright, we continue to force elves. Blue black kind of vivid stuff. Not really seeing anything for me in this necessarily. So let's think. Maybe we just take this. But we're like, what are we? Blue, black? Yeah, we'll just take the multicolor card. So we're on green. Green vivid stuff. Maybe we just take the trick. Or we could take tweeze. No, we don't want to take tweeze. Let's take this. Right, merfolk. That's a merfolk. That's a merfolk. Oh, no, we're taking We're taking removal. We're taking removal. Okay, comes back around to our white-red player. Kind of aggro-y. Maybe we just take the Spikeling. Number of colors. The Percher, maybe? Yeah. They'll finally take the Percher. Yo. Kakashi Gamer. I'm gonna put that in the title. The thing I'm actually doing. If people are gonna be popping in. Boop. Boop, boop. Oh. Backspace. Solo. Nope. Nope. Oh, shift. Hold shift. There we go. There we go. Done. Okay, title is updated. Looking to learn. Well, I don't know that this is the best place to learn, but I can answer questions, maybe. I lost my place. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Am I on this? Am I on guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing? I think I'm on guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. No, I'm past that. 5, 5, 5. 5? What? Where am I? 5. Oh, did I finish the cycle? I finished this cycle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm on to elf. Okay, so this goes here, this goes here. We have figured out where the frig I am. No, I didn't mean in terms of my skill or knowledge. I meant in terms of what I'm currently doing. Is a weird niche thing where I am solo drafting for 8 players by myself. It's just a weird activity. Why are some so harsh to Yu-Gi-Oh? Because people are dicks. You know, they're just different games. And Magic is older. That's an easy one to answer. So what are we trying to do here? We're doing -1/-1 counter things in black and green. And I don't see anything that helps us. So what would we maybe splash? We could take this stupid green card. I don't think we're playing it, but I guess we just take this. Move on with our lives. Merfolk player. That's not interesting. Merfolk player is just taking this rooftop percher. We're getting fairly late in the pack. Really not worth. This player doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. But we found a Kithkin. Maybe Kithkin's finally paying off. We're forcing elves. Elf. Oh, forcing elves is fucking going beautifully. Which one of these cards do we actually want, though? It's going beautifully except that like our deck is not actually that strong. One mana, Death Touch. Let's go. Alright, blue, black, vivid things. We're probably just taking this. We could take Evolving Wilds. Or green, black, not blue. What does this do? Right. Fucking nothing. Basically. I mean, we'll take the actually impactful card. Oh, wait a minute. We're in blue. We 100% want this. I don't know why I thought about that hard. We're green, 5-color stuff. I think this is the player who's just going to take the Temple Garden. It's like, I've drafted 2 Shocklands. Let's fucking go. Yeah. The TMNT full art cards are sick. Mostly because I like 80s. I like old Eastman and Laird. I think it's Eastman drew it, but I don't remember. I like Eastman's art. The some of those don't work out as well for some of the UB properties, like Avatar. Unless you love memes. This Merfolk. Yeah, no problem. See you around. Thanks for stopping by. What do we want? We probably just want this Merfolk. You know? Okay. So maybe we want Tweez. Maybe we're Tweez gamers. We're Tweez gamers. I think we want this thing. I think this thing is actually just good. And it's only 2 mana. The quest for this Thoughtweft Lieutenant to make it to the fucking Kithkin player. I think this player's just taking this because it's a Merfolk. Okay. So our draft is a mess. We kind of wanted, we're like willing to pivot, but what's the better Kithkin? I think we take the actual Kithkin. We've backed our way into forcing Kithkin. Elf. I think this elf is better than a 2 mana 1/1. Green, blue, elemental stuff. Maybe we take this. Evolving Wilds for our open 5-color deck. Like, I think we want this. This guy he's going greed. He's looking for the payoffs later in the draft for being able to take whatever stupid card he wants. That's a Merfolk. That's a Merfolk. It's tapped. Before reach. I guess we'll take this one. Okay. And now we've got this red-white deck. It's one of these stupid. So it's a 2/3 versus a 3/3. We'll take the 3/3. Yeah, we'll take the 3/3. -1/-1 counter synergy. -1/-1 counter synergy. Which one of these is better? We're probably taking the 3 mana card. I do like this, but no, I think this is better. Maybe. No, we're taking this. When in doubt, take the lower mana cost thing. Merfolk. Merfolk. Let's go. Kithkin, baby. Nobody's taking Kithkin. We're the Kithkin gamers. Forcing Kithkin from here on out. Believe. Forcing elves. Forcing elves. None of these are elves, so we're taking this. Probably. What's this death touch? Yeah, we're taking this stupid card. I'm probably not playing it. So we're blue, black, looking for vivid stuff. Blue, black. Casted though it had flash. No, we're taking this. I think we're taking this just because it's a creature. We're a little light on those on that deck. Merfolk. Flying. Believe in flying. Oh God. We'll take the red combat trick. Green black. You may blight. Blight. Merfolk. We'll take. Now, see, here's the thing. If you're playing a competitive draft, you actually force the non-foil because it's less annoying because you don't have to proxy it out so you don't get a DQ or like a penalty point. That's tech. And the sad state of curling foils. Alright, forcing Kithkin. Forcing Kithkin. Kithkin. We're forcing ourselves into green for dog shit at the end of our draft. Let's fucking go. Kithkin. Forcing elves. I mean... We're taking the foil for value. We're getting foil equity on this one. Blue black, vivid stuff. I think we take the 2-mana card. Maybe, or do we take the green card? What's our mana situation? Like, is green actually easier to cast than red or white for us currently? No. We do want green mana, though. Would we play this? Like, I don't think we even play that. I'm just taking this. This deck just needs creature. Oh, this deck will take. Although red is the color we're like the least in. Also, but fuck it. We are the. This is hard. Because this is not worth fucking splashing for. Maybe it is. Maybe just take this. Do we already have one of these? We already have one of these. There's no way I should take this. I'm taking this. We've got another Merfolk player over here. Maybe we take one away together. We're taking the red card. We'll take the green card. We'll just take this. I don't think this card's good. What are we on? Merfolk? Merfolk? Merfolk. Force and Kithkin. Force and Kithkin. Force and Elves. We'll take this equipment. It's in our colors. Create a treasure token. Sure. Are we playing this? Probably not. Menace. We'll take this. Take this stupid fairy. We'll take the I kind of want to take the foil forest for this player. What do we hate drafting? We'll take the Guilt-Least Embrace. I think we'll take this. No. We'll take this. Merfolk. That's like forcing Kithkin. Yeah, sure. Forcing elves. We'll take the black card. We'll take the counter spell. I'll take the weird goblin. We'll take this. I think this card's actually pretty good. Although we could take the Auntie. That makes 2 whole bodies. But I've just seen this card do more work, I think. Weirdly. Taking this. So we got our tree. Anyway. We'll take the foil. Already a little curled. Maybe. This says Kithkin on it. So we'll take it. Take the green card. Take the blue card. Take the treasure making card. I feel like I screwed up somewhere. I don't know why, how some of these packs got differently. You get this, you get this, you get these, you get these. Yeah, I definitely screwed up somewhere, but, you know, oh well. All right, pack 2. We'll commence in a minute. I need to go get a drink. Here, maybe Q can join us. Everyone gets a mascot. dusty. And Charmander. Alright, now you can personify them a little bit more. I don't know if these are accurate. Should I swap any of these, you think, personality-wise? Or did I look into perfect? Alright. Alright, Charmander's up next. With his Boros deck. Removal, but not for us. Six, 7. Unsubscribe. Alright, we got a blue rare. How good is this blue rare? Not good enough to pivot. I don't think. I do kind of like... No, that's vivid. +1. This might be the play. Double token. I think we're taking this. What boo? Not rare drafting? Is that what you're booing? I don't think that fairy is that good. Alright, let's see what -1/-1 counters Yoshi. Oh, 6, 7. It's not my bit. It's been forced upon me by the world. The world was crying out for new funny numbers. 69 and 420 were so fucking played out. We needed new funny numbers, and the youth provided. They decided that a 6 next to a 7 was the new funny numbers, and I'm just riding the wave of their choice. Fancy hexing squelcher. Fancy. This is a playable magic card, but not for our deck. Is there anything in this pack we want? Not really? I think we're taking this elf. which is freaking wild. You could take the 1/1 for 1, but I think that's just... Oh, no, we're taking this. This is what we're taking. This card's actually pretty good. Alright, Chie on Merfolk. I like how this is a bunch of Pokemon and Chie. And Yoshi. Look, man, it's not about logic. Kinder of the Endure Flame. Gun Splitter Gang. Alright. Enters. This card sucks. Here we go. And we got another blank card. Our full blank card deck. But we got a Merfolk we're actually going to take. Chie. Feeling pretty good. Alright, here's our Driftblim, who is a drift. Having decided to force Kithkin. We got a treasure token with an elf. We got a Kithkin. We got a better Kithkin. Giant Mercenary. Springleaf Drum. I have to reread this card. My memory is this card's ass and limited. Exile number of card creatures. Turn them. Prevent all damage to be dealt to you for 4 mana. Yeah, that's just bad. We're taking this. Alright, next up is Mimikyu. I might put them back standing up because they are actually kind of easier to pick up that way. Whoa! I dropped all the cards. Mistakes were made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okay. Collation is all screwed up, but we're okay. Now it's the uncommon showing up early. Rare. There's the rare. And our foil. And we're drafting for Mimikyu. Remind me what Mimikyu's deck is? Because I just had to take red cards at the end of it. We're out here trying to force elves. And we ended up just on all this trash. Okay, we took a lot of black cards. We only took like a couple off color. But maybe Q decided early to force elves. What's the thing? So we've got another Moon Vigil adherence. Yep. I've added an extra complication to what was already a too complicated process, thus improving it inherently by making it stupider. Alright, we've got a shapeshifter, Merfolk token. Cleric. 5 damage. Blight. Wayfinder. Rhyme Chill. And we've got 2 rares. We've got Gloom Ripper. Target creature gets plus X plus O until end of turn, and up to 1 target creature an opponent controls gets -0 -X, where X is the number of elves you control. Well, I'm not the elf player, so maybe I take Tam. Or removal? I think I take Tam. I'm like in vivid stuff. Well, I'm blue-black. I think I take Tam. It might be correct to take this, but I'm taking Tam. Let's see what Pikachu gets. This card's good. Oh, this stupid counter spell. 4 mana. But do you win the game if it resolves? Create a 1/1 with flying. No. No, you don't. You get a 1/1. This deck needs creatures really badly, but I don't want to take any of this. Let me look at Pikachu's deck. Think about it. Pikachu's the one who ended up with all this red shit. Pikachu is the most open. Pikachu can take fucking anything. But his base green. Wants green, wants more blue, honestly, but doesn't have any. But maybe we just take the best card and hope it works out. Because I think this is just the best card in this pack for us. But maybe we think about the red harder. No, the red is not that good either. I think we just take this. That's tough. Licky licky. We've got Elf token. We got a Merfolk. Kithkin. Black red duel. But hell yeah, another Shockland for me, baby. Again, let's think about this deck. We're pretty committed to Merfolk at this point, I guess. Not really. Well, I think we're just taking this stupid card. Oh, that feels so wrong. I don't know what I'm supposed to take here. But that's true for most of this format. Enters. This is pretty good. Am I taking Kithkin stuff? No. That's not that impactful for me. I actually just need creatures is what I need. So maybe I take this, because this is 2 bodies. What's Yoshi cooking with? Oh, we're taking Blot Rot. I think Yoshi's just taking all the Blot Rots and loving life. That's what they always say about Yoshi. He's a Blot Rotter. I think we just take this. 1/1? This 2/1 for 1? The Savannah Lions with upside? We've got this a Drift Blim. Oh, Spiral into Solitude's actually just fucking good. We're just taking this. Mimikyu. Mimikyu who's been forcing elves. Maybe Q takes Springleaf Drum. Think about our deck. Yeah. Do I have... We're taking Springleaf Drum. It might be this. It could be this. It could be this. I think it's this. Pikachu. Pika Pika. Oh. Well, we're here to fucking rare draft on this right? Double black. I mean, if anyone can greed pick this, it's this. But we don't have... This is tough. This makes our deck work better. So I think we take this. We don't have elves. Like this card actually doesn't do that much for us. Lick lick. Lick lick. I don't want to sing Licky Licky's name to the theme of Jurassic Park. Merfolk. Merfolk? Maybe... we could take this. We might just take this. I think we just need density. And I think Gathering Stone is just bad. If in a world where we just need density, like how many Merfolk are we actually looking at currently? 2. Yeah. We are looking at a lot of 3 and 4. If anything, we want to lower our curve, which this pack doesn't really do either. I think it's just take this stupid thing. To make our deck work, you know? Grease the wheel. Auntie. Stone. I think we take stone back. Yoshi's probably gonna take this second blighted rot. Blight rot. But let's double check. Ooh. Black red doesn't, or black green. I think we just want the removal. Yeah, we're just taking blight rot. Second blight rot is still pretty friggin' sick. Merfolk. That's okay. Okay, we can play this. I think we just take this. We already have one of those, right? Yeah. Griftblem. What Kithkin do we have in? Oh, we got a 1-mana Kithkin? Let's fucking go. We're committed. Elf. No, we want this. We want, we're taking the removal spell. Let's. That's not going farther. Sai duck. I mean, if they keep feeding them to me. Target creature to its owner's hand. That's. I don't know. This card is so fucking good. I think I'm just gonna keep taking it. This guy's gonna take this. We need it. We need a fat thing in this deck. Ooh, we definitely want that. Oh, we want this more. Ooh. We're taking this. We're taking this. We really want this, but we want this. I think this guy's just going to take this. Yeah, we're taking this Merfolk away from the Merfolk players. Yoshi, what do you got? Whole lot of friggin' nothing. We're taking this 1/1. I guess we're taking the 2/1 flyer. We've wound up in fairies somehow. When you don't force, the world ends up being forced upon you. Kithkin. We're forcing Kithkin. This elemental that makes Kithkin is tempting. But the Kithkin dream is alive. And cooking. Elves. This card's better. This. This helps our vivid stuff, so we're taking this. Feed the spring. Feed the spring. Our plan on that, on Pikachu's plan is to go sicko mode in pack 3. We're looking for Merfolk stuff. Maybe we take this Kitskin. Maybe we take the rare. Probably take the rare. If I'm being real. And we're not taking a. And then this. Sadly, the Kithkin player is getting cut on some Kithkin. But it has to be done. Oh, well. We're taking the late rare. Ooh, I guess we'll take the. I don't know. Let me look at. I have to look at this deck. What are we working with? What are we working with? We're more of like a Morphoki aggro deck. Blue-white. Yeah, we're extremely blue-white. So, I think... Argument for taking the 1/1. Argument for taking the... I think we take the flyer. No, I think we just take the mythic. I think we just take the mythic and I'm second guessing myself again. No, there's no benefit for that. I'll just take the counter spell. Kithkin payoffs. Let's fucking go. We're forcing elves. Ugh, the elf player getting cut. I think we're taking this. We could take this. Do we have one of these? If we have one of these, we're definitely taking this. I think we're taking this anyway, though. We do. We're taking this. Hold on. I will take Psyducks. And I have a marker. I'll be right back. Never mind, we're good. Okay. Vivid stuff. I think this just fits our deck better. There's Friday is interesting, but I feel like you just want creatures all of the time in this format. I don't know. I could be wrong. So we're on green ramp. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or greater is... But this card's really strong. So I think we're taking this. think... Let me think about my deck. Again, red is like the color I least want to have. I guess, but I do have a bunch of red now. But I don't want to play any of it. I guess we're taking the red, because the red is what's coming to us. Like, that card's just a signal. Merfolk, give me your answer true. Alright, see you, Ben. Thanks for hanging out. Let me think. I think we want this. Huh. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford a carriage. Red, white. Oh, I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. We're taking this. Did I take that stupid card twice? No, we took the other Kithkin. Cutting them on Kithkin again. Taking this. That's kind of, it's like weak removal spell. On the seat of a bicycle built for two. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Kithkin. Show me Kith. We got Kithkin. We got Kithkin, baby. The seat. Elf. This turn, draw a card. Blossoming Defense. I think we just need stuff. No. Blossoming Defense sounds too sexy for some of the things I have going on. I'm going to take Blossoming Defense. We want this guy, probably. Maybe. I think we want the creature, though. Even though we already have one. Like we have both these cards already. We're taking this. So we're base green, but oh no, we want the chicken, the squawk roaster. We've kind of realized late that we're like green red. Merfolk. I want this. This is a better removal spell out of these two, I think. Maybe I could be wrong. Easy for me to be wrong. Form in a 2/4. I think we're taking this. Just need stuff. Merfolk deck. I like blue-white deck. When this creature dies, draw a card. Oh, maybe we take this. 4 or greater. How many do we have? I mean, we're like tempo-ish. Ish. Maybe we won't play that, but let's see. Kithkin. What do we got? Kithkin. No Kithkin. What's our second color? So we want to be white-green. I don't know. Yeah, we're white-green. We're just not playing this. So the green card's also ass. But I guess we're taking this. Midnight Tillings. Not our pack. Elf stuff. I think we're taking the Gathering Stone. Psyduck. The drafter's seat over here. So we're a Vivid deck. We want this. I think we take Kithkeeper? So we want to be in blue stuff. What's the best card? Double blue is tough for a thing that's supposed to be drawing us a card. I think we want this. We'll take the thirst. We're more looking for specific things. Okay, we're taking the hexing squelcher. Yoshi. Hell yeah. Our lane is clear. I think we're taking this thing. Kithkin. We got a Kithkin. We got a Kithkin. Can't keep getting away with it. Elf. We got an elf. Take the elf. We're blue, black, maybe mostly. I think we just take the vivid card. We are the Shockland drafter. We draft the Shocklands. Pikachu walking out of here as the money drafter. Merfolk. I think this card's just actually good. So we're taking this one. Okay, Charmander. You're taking this Elderonti. Yoshi. You're taking this. Taking the temporal cleansing. Kithkin. So we'll just take the Pummeler. Maybe. Yeah. I think we're just taking the Pummeler. Mimikyu, Elf. Draw a card. I think we're taking this. I don't know that it's good, but this is what we're taking. Okay. What are we? Any of these care? This thing. We do kind of care about Vivid, so I think we just take this. For deck smoothing purposes. Man, we got nothing for our deck. What do we hate drafting? The removal spell. Our creature gains haste. I think we choose this, right? What does this enter as? A 3/2. No, this I think is better. Do we have any typal synergies in this? If we have like literally any, I think it makes more sense. But I don't know that we have any. Like any. No. Yeah, we just take that. We just take this Gabo. This Garbo. Yeah, we'll take the Unforgiving Aim. So many Unforgiving Aims. Commons are so common. You know. Strong argument for taking uncommons when there's a competition, because uncommons you're so less likely to see again. I guess we're taking this stupid thing. Kind of hate drafting it from the next player, but you know, as you do. You can't get past everything. Ugh. Psyduck. What are you taking? I guess you're taking this. Shiny Scarecrow. That fixes your colors. Pikachu. It's Pikachu. You're taking the 5 damage removal spell. You're taking... No one was on red. Did not. No one. One person ended up in red. Or two people kind of ended up in red, I guess. I'll take the Auntie. Although... No, I'll take the Auntie. I'll take this. We're kind of at the point where I should just be doling out the cards completely. We'll take this. We'll take this. I guess gotta go a little bit faster because this stuff doesn't matter at this point. I'll just rare draft this. Take the Vivid card. Take the Mythic, because it doesn't matter. Take the Merfolk. Take the red card. And then, so Yoshi will take this. He'll take the foil. And then he'll take this. And then Chie will take this and pass this. Did you get a land? So this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. I think I'm just trying to speed this part of it up. I think you keep this. You take... Oh, I fucked up somewhere that there are 4 cards in this pile. What the fuck? You take this. Bop bop. Just moving this along. You're taking the card. You get the land. And we're ready for our final pack. Oh, these had to be distributed also. So you'll take this. Why are there 3 lands? What the fuck? He'll take this. How did I fuck that up that badly? What the fuck? I'll take the island. And he'll take the forest. Tell me in the comments where I fucked up. All right. Oh. Another stack of cards. Excellent. Just what I so you take this. You take this. You take this. And then you're taking the foil, and you'll take the regular island. I feel like in my desire to expedite the end of that, I made it more confusing. All right, Charmander, final pack. Now I have to turn things sideways to mark that they're different. Scarecrow, Changeling, Figure of Fable. Well, and treasure token. Well, we're in white, so we're taking Figure of Fable. Kithkin player will not get this. Time for Yoshi. We've got a treasure token and a Kithkin token. We've got removal. This card's absurd and good for us. Kithkin. Payoff. Merfolk. Oh, and a second rare. But these are not for us. We're taking this. Because this is target elf, this card's really good. I think that's what we're taking. Chie. Boop, boop. Chie's first pack, or final pack, rather. Thermal Cleansing. Metric Elf, Merfolk, Good Elemental, Fairy Wizard, Doron, and foil. Okay, so we're blue, white. So we're not playing Doron. We're not in Doron. I think we're taking this stupid. This is our first pick. Okay. Think about our deck. Think about our deck. We're really blue with like white secondary. So maybe we want temporal cleansing. Yeah, we're taking this stupid thing. Feels bad, but alright. Will the fates reward us with a useful rare? Come on, Kithkin rare. Come on, playable cards. We got a Kithkin. We're cooking. That's not a Kithkin. Oh, baby. We got a foil Kithkin. Fancy. We've been rewarded in the exact proper way with not a rare, but a sick card. We're gaming. Tidy this up. Okay, so we've got a Goblin Fairy token for Mimikyu. Enraged Flamecaster. So we're an elf deck. That's an elf. That's an elf. That is not an elf. That is not an elf. Shapeshifter. That's interesting. Kithkin. Will this wheel? I think we want this. Like, this is an elf? Or green-black, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. The real thing I'm most invested in this draft is, will this green-white Kithkin card wheel? Because nobody's in green-white. But we do have two multicolor, and I don't know how good it is if you don't have Kithkin. We got a Kithkin elf token again. Let's see. This is for Psyduck, who's black-blue primarily. Okay, this is actually a friggin' hard one. I have an Elgato face cam, is what I'm using. Not the 4K one, the regular one. Because when that came out, it was pretty high quality for a cheaper, for like a webcam style product instead of like an actual camera. Disruptor of Currents. And the Dawnhand Dissident, but we don't really have the tools to make the Dissident the best. Let's look at our deck. Or Psyduck's deck, at least. So, we are blue, black, whatever, green is kind of our next one. Vivid. Yes, I decided as my gimmick for cracking this pack, I was drafting for 8 players, and then after round 1, I had the thought of assigning little figures I have to each of the decks, so that you can imprint on them. So Charmander is currently in, and I did it without thinking about how the characters paired with the decks they're already drafting. So Charmander is doing red-white. Yoshi is on black-green -1/-1 counter synergies. Chie is on blue-white with a Merfolk sub-theme. Driftbloom is hard drafting, forcing Kithkin. Mimikyu is forcing elves. Psyduck is on blue, black, vivid, so 5-color kind of synergies, but primarily blue, black. Pikachu is green, primarily, has kind of fallen into red, secondary. Again, 5-color synergies. So Pikachu's looking to get some, to force some stuff in pack 3, and then Licky Licky is full Merfolk, blue-white Merfolk also. And again, I just picked figures that were close, and there was mostly Pokemon plus Chie and then Yoshi. So I don't know if this card's good for this deck. Like, the thing, so my problem right now is there are these 2 rares in this pack, but I don't know that either of them are great for Yoshi's, for Psyduck's deck, which is who I'm working on. Like, Psyduck's deck is kind of a mess. We're mostly blue, but we don't really have, like, stuff. We're pretty low on what I need are cheap creatures in like blue. So it might be this. I think it's this. I think this is what we need. Alright, Pikachu's turn. Okay. Got removal. That's pretty good. Got worse removal. We're not taking that. This is interesting for our deck. This we're not taking. This we're not taking. This we're not taking. Or we're not taking this, even though it's interesting. This one... all creatures have haste. This set, I love the art. I find the sealed really tough. Even though I did win this box playing sealed. I played a bunch of the sealed. But it's hard. You get stuck in a lane because it's all focused on kindred, like, creature type synergies. You're really emphasized to find a lane and stick with it and hope you don't get someone doesn't cut you, like someone else isn't trying to sit in the same lane as you and drafting the same cards you want. Like happened in this draft where like these two players are both on 5 color. These two players are on blue white, but they're kind of far away from each other, so it's not as bad. These players are on this. These two are on the same colors. This player ended up in red just because nobody else was on red. It's really hard to pivot and have a good deck because if you get everything in your draft, your deck is so much more powerful than if you like fiddle with stuff is a big thing. And in standard, the set also hasn't been as impactful, I feel like, in a lot of the formats I play, but there's like a lot of cool, I don't know, there's a lot of typal stuff for Commander. But again, like the big thing for me is the art, because they brought back a lot of old school Magic artists. So they're just like particular ones that just like tickle, that just like I have nostalgia for or whatever. Like this is a Ron Spencer card. Ron Spencer is a goat. This isn't my favorite Ron Spencer art or whatever, but like just knowing that Ron Spencer worked on the set is cool. Like, and they did a lot more physical paintings style stuff, and so, there's less digital artwork than normal for this set. It's just kind of been a trend. One of the trends with Magic art currently is the artists doing more physical paintings because then you have this object that you can sell, and that it makes you way more money. The art market was kind of blown up, so that was making people way more money selling these physical paintings than they were getting paid by Wizards, because Wizards gives them the rights to the painting to sell merch and stuff. Um, there have been couple small ones. Like there was some promotional thing that used AI. I think but Wizards has set like specifically they don't allow for their artists to use AI for the art they're making. I think there have been more like actual plagiarism scandals in Magic of like people clearly using sourced images for like their backgrounds and forgetting to take them out. Or like tracing over stuff. Drafting for you. Maybe I want Pummeler. Maybe I just take the Lava Leaper. 4 mana, 4/4. What's my mana curve in this? I also just need some lower cost stuff, maybe? For Pikachu. This might just be better. I think I just take this. That gives me Vivid. That's like a cheaper creature. It draws me cards. I think it's just smoother. Okay. Get it. Oh, this card's really good, but not for this player. This might be what we're taking. Because this is just passivism. Can't attack or block. Spry and Mighty is a funny card. Use 2 creatures. You draw cards. X cards. And the chosen creatures is +X and trample. Or X is the difference in the power between those 2 creatures. So if you have a big guy and a little guy. But we're taking this removal spell. And now we're drafting for Charmander, who's red-white. And is probably gonna take this thing, because this thing's really good. When it enters, you exile the top card of your library, and until the end of your next turn, you can cast it, and it's a 6/5. But also you can land cycle it early. So it doesn't just rot in your hand or whatever. So this is the -1/-1 counters deck. So we're looking for black-green. -1/-1 synergies. Maybe this. This card's also just good, but I think we'll take this. When it dies, if it had a -1/-1 counter, return it to the battlefield, and it loses all abilities. Chie. We're probably just taking this. Oh no, never mind. We're not. Ooh, this one's tough. So we're taking this. This is also great, but this is what our deck is. We're a Merfolk deck. Alright, this player's forcing Kithkin. Ken is Doron good in this deck. Oh. No. I don't really want to play black. I think our deck doesn't want to splash. And this isn't strong enough. Yeah, the lower half are the cards they've already drafted. The pack on top is the next pack for them to draft that they've been passed, but haven't gotten to yet. Big logjam on the drafting in this draft. Let me tell you, people are not moving quickly. So I don't want. This is tough. I don't know that there's a good argument for not taking the Doran. I really don't want the Doran. I would rather take the removal spell, if anything, if I'm forcing black. But I don't want to do either with this player. Because, like, it's just a 5/5. Like, it's not that exciting in our deck. Maybe we take this. I think we take this. Oop. So this pack gets passed to Mimikyu, and now we're drafting the pack that's been sitting there. And we're drafting elves in this seat. And we're taking our third Moon Vigil adherence, I guess. Or another Dawn Hand Geologist. Now we're taking this. So this is who we're currently drafting for. Okay, this deck has some juice for us. Triggered ability with elemental triggers. It triggers additional time. I think we're taking this, but we could take this. They're both really good for us. But I think this is just a better card. It's 3 mana. Gets us to our next thing. Okay. That's interesting. That's what we want. This is what we're here for, I think. We're here to do this. We've got a bunch of ramp. merfolk stuff. Yep. Yep. That's just good, solid value. Okay, what are you taking? You're taking this 4/4. Yoshi. I think we just want this. This guy's really good. Removal spell is almost certainly what we want here. These blue cards are great, but we're looking for Kithkin. And we want this is really, really good for us. Costs less if you have a Kithkin, draws a card, everything we want to be doing. I think this is just going to be this. Again, the Doron is funny, but removal spell. Blue, black. I think we want this for the Vivid. An enabler for our strategy. I think we take this. Tend the Springs. Maybe we want this. This is what our deck is doing. That's tough. That's a tough pack. Merfolk. Bam. Easy. Red, white. Drafting for Charmander. Kithkin. Or this 2-mana 2/2 that can pump your whole team. Pretty good. This guy is taking this probably. No, this. Better removal. Removal spell. Yoshi. Exile target creature. Good. Merfolk. No, not a good pack. I think we'll take the trick here. I think now is the time to take a combat trick for that deck. Oh, this is part of his deck. Logistics. Kithkin. We're looking for Kith. Probably taking this. Although this is a Kithkin. Well, we might actually be good on Kithkin. We might actually want this. Skip the changeling. Man. What am I? Green, black. Fighto, 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 fighto. Blue, black. With some green. I think we're taking this because it's vivid payoffs. I guess I don't feel great about that choice for that pack. Oh, we're taking this. This is what Pikachu's here to do, is take stupid rares. At this point. Okay. We want this thing. This thing's really good. When it attacks, you gain 2 life. 2 mana, 2/2. We're the aggro player. We have lucked into a second copy of the card we built our deck around because it's kind of useless in other decks. Yoshi is winning life currently. Good drafting payoff. And because I didn't hate draft. I think we just take the... Oh no, we take the Merfolk. The Merfolk! Shapeshifter. Yeah. Kithkin. Oh, Kithkin payoff. Kithkin payoff. Though, but payoff. Fortunately, that sorcery is fun, but a little situational. Elf. Solid elf. Yeah, we're taking this. We're taking this. Pikachu will take the Doron. Pikachu is here to rare draft. And I can show you Pikachu is here to rare draft because look at the rares Pikachu has taken. Rare. 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 Mythic. So Pikachu's come out with... how many of these are mythics? 2? Just in terms of rare drafting, Pikachu's come out with 5 rares and 2 mythics. I lost track of which one is which. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck. I lost track of which one I'm drafting. Pikachu did draft Wistfulness. That's true. Everybody's ruthless in your picks because you don't know. Probably. It depends. Like, you know, sometimes if you're drafting for yourself, you're taking the rares more highly because you want that card or whatever, right? You'd rather have the rare than some other card that you don't think is going to make it into your deck anyway. But if you're trying to like draft competitively to win, you won't do that either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably partially influenced by stuff. Also, you know, maybe I get greedier and draft worse when I'm drafting for myself. Like maybe I take one of those rares that I shouldn't play anyway. Also, could happen. Like it can go both ways actually, I think. And like drafting for stakes versus drafting for like these are all my cards. So there's also stuff there. I don't know which. I don't remember which one of these piles is. I think I just took a card out of this pile. But let me know if you were paying more attention than me if I'm wrong. It will not have been the first mistake I made. Well, you don't know what other people are, what the people next to you are drafting necessarily. Like people keeping their stuff secret. Well, I mean, if you're drafting by yourself, right? You're looking at your deck, then you're putting the card face down. Like, you can get a sense about what's taken from a pack based on when it gets back to you, what's now missing from that pack, but there are like 7 other people who could have taken those cards. You're not sure. And you get more of a sense coming the other direction for what colors you're not seeing get to you. is really the sense you get about what people are drafting. That way. Also, it's different in paper than it is often online, because in paper you're drafting. Oh, usually against your pod, where you're gonna play against the 8 people you're drafting with. The way online leagues work, like on Magic Online and Arena, like you're not gonna play against necessarily the people you're drafting against. You all go into a bigger queue of people who have drafted. So there's way less incentive in that environment to hate draft, because you made your chance of you playing the people in your draft is actually way lower. Whereas like there are paper events, and there are also paper team draft events where like it's like 2 teams of 4 people each or whatever, and in those cases you're really incentivized to think about hate drafting more. I feel like if you think it's going to happen, because it's more competitive against specifically the people you're drafting against, right? Like I draft mostly on Arena, and there's like no incentive to hate draft. It only is just gonna kind of make your deck worse if you pick a card because you think it'll be better for your opponent than it is, but it doesn't go in your deck. This one's tough. None of these cards are good for this. And like here is a situation where like I could pick the best card in a vacuum is probably this, but it's never getting into my deck. But are any of these cards getting into my deck? Maybe this one. And then this guy's definitely going to take this. Charmander's definitely taking the 1-mana shock. No. This is the new pack. I gotta go turn on late. Got dark in my apartment beyond this little area. Yeah, we want this. This is a piece of removal, theoretically. Blue, white. Oof. This is dire. This is probably better. Think of that. Magic is fun. But yeah, it's a lot of learning. depending. I mean, the hole goes as deep as you want it to go, right? We're on Kithkin. Are we deep enough in Kithkin? I think we just take this. We could take this. We could take this. A trick? Maybe we're in trick territory? I think we're taking this. Yeah, no. Frankly, I think standard is more for sickos than ever. But I think standard is for sickos. Yeah, play a game or two of EDH. Use a service. Use like Cockatrice or just Tabletop Simulator. So you don't have to like. You can just figure out your list and then play it. That's not that bad. I'm drafting for Pete. I'm drafting for. I think Cockatrice is better. Cockatrice does have a learning curve. It is like a pain in the ass, but once you get over the learning curve, I think it's better. But I still bring up tabletop because like it's easier, I think. I think it's more intuitive. And if you only want to play like a game or two, it might be better. But now that I've wrapped my head around Cockatrice, Cockatrice is better. Because Cockatrice lets you... Yeah, Cockatrice is free. That's true. It's more... If you owned TTS, it's not free. If you want to get other people who also into it, who haven't played, Cockatrice is the way to go. Because Cockatrice is free. That's true. And it's open source. Cockatrice also is much better at letting you mark what stage of the phase you can like click to set what phase you're going through. So it's much clearer to your opponent like where in your turn you are. Also, it keeps game logs of all the actions you take. Like you can actually grab a replay off Cockatrice off the server if you like think about it before it gets deleted eventually, and like replay the whole game through Cockatrice based on just like what actions we're taking because it logs everything. It's pretty sick. Elf. Because that's why it's also good for running events. Because then if there's a dispute, I didn't put this in the pile. You just share the logs, and then the people can go through them and see what the hell happened, actually, instead of just he said, she said kind of thing. Yeah, I think we're taking this. Also, the other advantage of Cockatrice is it's a lighter weight program, so you can run it off weaker computers, I think, than TTS. TTS we were having problems because we started using scripted tables, and the scripting in TTS just like it's sick, but it will lag stuff and like break more often. So that also then like pushes you to want to find a different solution, kind of. But like TTS is very useful. I don't want to completely neg it too much. I just think specifically for Magic, Cockroaches is just better. I. What's right for our deck? I think we just take the free mana. I think. We're Merfolk. Red, white. Elf. Yeah, because learning TTS, you're learning a program that then you can transfer to other games. Cockatrice, it is Magic only. Like you're learning how to use it to play Magic, and that's the one thing you're gonna do with it. I think we want this. Take the Kithkin. Black Elves. We're taking this. We're taking this removal spell. Oh, talking and doing this extra complicated. Blue, black. Tweeze is interesting. The Surveil is interesting. Wickermaw does what my deck wants to do. Even though it's probably a worse card. We have to take this. That's too good to pass. And then he will take this. Take the aggro card. We'll take the elf with toughness for our blight stuff. We'll take the counter spell for our tempo deck. Forcing Kithkin. The Kithkin payoff. Because no one else is in green-white. And if you're not on Kithkin, this card's kind of ass. Well, it's okay. But it's not worth splashing for. Milling. Milling is a thing we want to do in this deck. I think we want the card that's multicolor for our vivid stuff. Pikachu is a dirty rare drafter, so Pikachu's going to take the rare. That's just Pikachu's personality type. I don't know what to tell you. That's the face of a dirty rare drafter. Ooh. Literally nothing for us. We'll take the burn. We'll take the red card. We'll take this. GA. Merfolk deck. I think we want this. Oh, we want the trick that's a creature. That sounds better. If you're taking a combat trick. Oh, we're taking the Kithkin. What are we doing? Kithkin player thriving. Elf. For the vivid stuff, we'll take this. I'll take the fatty for our ramp deck. I'll take this, I guess. Charmander. We'll take the cantrip, I guess. No, I don't think the actual combat trick that kind of does something. Elf. I will take this. This is synergy with our deck. Getting down to it. We'll take this. Draw 3. We'll take the elf scout. I'll take the trick. I think the trick is better. For this deck. Literally don't care. I'll take crib swap. We're taking this. Nobody else is in enough elementals to take it, so it wield. This, maybe? This is a pretty bad pack for us. And by us, I mean Pikachu. Take the cleansing. Take the 2-mana card. Take the creature. Take the elf because it's 2 mana. Take the Kithkin. Take the elf. Take the elemental. I'll take this. I'll take. I'll take this. Juggling over here. This super doesn't matter. Charmander will just take the red card. Yoshi's just gonna take that, so I'll just give that. Simplify. Yoshi will take that. This will go here. I don't understand. This is going here. Take the foil. Take the non-land. Take the land. Okay, Chie, done. Take the Kithkin. Take the non-land. Take the land. Take the card in my color. Take the card. Take the land. Mimikyu's done. Psyduck. We'll take the elemental. Pikachu gets the card. Licky Licky gets the land. Take that. This will go here. This will go here. Now we're taking the card in our colors. Passing this to here. This to here. And there. And we're done. All right, let's go over see close to what everyone's deck kind of looks like. And I think what I'm going to do is do a separate stream where I have all these decks face off against each other. And I might see if I can rope someone into doing it on Cockatrice with these deck lists with me. So it's not me playing, or it'll just be me playing myself. On paper, it'll be one of the two. So Charmander wound up with removal. I'm just gonna pull out rares and removal, or whatever. That's like kind of a lot of rare. That's a good card. Removal. And just some aggro stuff. So he's got his big ones are having Brigid and Figure of Fable. I didn't think enough about the green you need for Brigid, I guess, with his deck. I probably should have drafted one of those fixers at some point, but whatever. Yoshi has removal. Rare. 2 Blight Rots. Devoted Druid and 2 Dawnhand Dissonance for some elf stuff. -1/-. With a lot of -1/-1 synergies. Chie, I think, kind of has the worst end of a Merfolk deck overall. Removal. This card is basically a rare for her, and this is like premium removal. I'm gonna put this here. Just some good Merfolk stuff. Champion of Merfolk. This is a Merfolk Lord. Other type creatures you control are indestructible. This card is really friggin' annoying and limited. If you don't have an answer to it, let me tell you. There are answers to it, but sometimes you don't. Some decks don't have them. Forcing Kithkin. Let's see how it worked out. So we got the Kithkin command. It's a big one. We got our Eclipse Kithkin that's shiny and fancy art. Our Thought Left Inquirers are really good for us. This is really good removal. We have another Thought Left Lieutenant. Is it really just these two cards? Okay. Hell yeah. Our first card we opened, and we got past one Kithkin rare. Hell yeah. I don't know. Kithkin came together. We got the Kithkin. Like, we got cut on Kithkin a little bit, but some cards were just too good for other decks to pass. But let's see what Mimikyu's got. Mimikyu's our other elf player, who kind of got stuck in elves for less noble reasons, just like Moon Vigil. This rare, which is dog shit. Like, it's not even worth. It's just really bad. I don't know anywhere that card. We got a foil one, and we got another one. So we're just out here to do this. This is our plan. Let me tell you, this is not the strongest draft elf deck I've seen. I didn't open either of the two best elf cards in any of these packs. Getting past this card is insane, but it's kind of awkward to have the right deck for, so it got passed around. But like, if you can play this in your deck, this card's absurd and limited. It's vivid. At the beginning of your first main phase, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal X non-land cards, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control, which is at minimum 2 because of his colors. For each of those colors, you may exile a card of that color from among the revealed cards, then shuffle. You may cast the exiled cards this turn. So just like an obscene amount of card advantage for limited. So we got a bunch of these Eclipse Flamekins. And here's the Flaming Cinder. And then a bunch of these Stratosaur. And this card's a house in limited because it is a flyer and it gives a thing flying. And this format gets onto a lot of board stalls. We also have a TAM for protecting our stuff and giving some more vivid. It's a blue card that gives green on our vivid. We're in Elementals deck, so this land is not bad. And we have Oko. That's our first pick. Not the best Oko, but pretty solid. Solid Planeswalker. Not too strong, but nice to have in limited. Now we have a ramp deck, who just rare drafted, and I already showed you off the rares for this one. Got another rare before it ended. The 3 Shocklands I opened. It's like, these are like the hits. In terms of like opening cards in this pack, these are the hits. Shocklands. Wistfulness also really good. This is probably the best card I opened. And then we have our other Merfolk player. That's a rare. Good removal. Pretty good, decent removal. A rare. Kithkin. They cut the Kithkin player. The bastards. Another good piece of removal. Foiled. And we got this. We had this. We started with this. So we started open looking for what. Because when this comes to play, you choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get +2/+2, have first strike, and trample, which is absurd. Like, you just don't lose combat when you all your things are that big and have first strike. And then whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, you also draw cards. So if you get to this and your deck is full of a creature type, it's really good. But you have to get there. But that is an absurd card in Limited. Yeah, and then these players will play for these fabulous prizes because there are still 6 more packs in a box beyond drafting freight. So tune in next time to see what Pikachu wins or whatever. But before I end this stream, I'm going to do one more thing. First, I'm going to show off the Dan deck now that it's fully sleeved. I did a stream opening this Dan Secret Lair on stream, but now it's all nice and sleeved. And shiny. And half shiny, because it's like half foil for some reason. And let's find a Dan. Let's find some Dan-dans. Some fish. Where are the fish? Dan. Fish. And then other fish. Other fish. Oh, yeah. So that's fun. But now the actual last thing before I call it, which is I have one other thing to open that I've been putting off for a while. Because I think I forgot. I meant to open it on a stream and I forgot. That's the greatest Secret Lair. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Thank you for being a part of Secret Lair. Ooh, look at this pack. We've got Super Sonic on top, a 7-mana legendary enchantment aura, enchant creature you control, super state. Enchant creature has base power and toughness 9/9 and has flying, first strike, trample, and haste. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. Commander as commander card. Knuckles the Echidna, 4 mana for a 2/4 legendary creature, Echidna Warrior. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. That's sick. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 30 or more artifacts, you win the game. Amy Rose. 4 mana, 2 generic, 1 red, 1 color, 1 white. For a legendary creature, Hedgehog Warrior. A 3/3 with haste. And whenever Amy Rose attacks, attach up to 1 target equipment to her. Then up to 1 other target attacking creature gets +X+O until end of turn, where X is Amy Rose's power. We got Dr. Eggman. 2 generic, blue, black, red. For a legendary creature, Human Scientist. A 3/6 with flying. At the beginning of your end step, you draw a card. Then each opponent faces a villainous choice. That player discards a card, or you may put a construct, robot, or vehicle card from your hand onto the battlefield. Miles Tails Prower is a Azorius card, one generic white and a blue for a 3/1 legendary creature Fox Artificer with flash, flying, and whenever a vehicle you control enters, draw a card if it has flying. Otherwise, put a flying counter on it. Everybody's favorite Shadow the Hedgehog. Black, black, red, red, 4 mana, 4/2, legendary creature Hedgehog Mercenary with haste. Whenever Shadow the Hedgehog or another creature you control with flash or haste dies, you draw a card. And then it has Chaos Control. Each spell you cast has split second if mana from artifact was spent to cast it. And split second means as long as it's on the players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. So it becomes uncounterable and whatnot. And now we have Sonic the Hedgehog. One generic blue, red, white. Red, white, and blue. For a legendary creature, Hedgehog Warrior 2/4, haste. Gotta go fast. When Sonic the Hedgehog attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with flash or haste. Whenever a creature you control with flash or haste is dealt damage, create a tapped treasure token. And then we've got a shiny Master Emerald Shrine that's a functional command tower. This could go in any commander deck. Hell yeah. So that's the Sonic cards. Yeah, I've been going for 4 hours. I think that's a good place to call it. I'll figure out these decks and battle with them some other time. Thanks for hanging out. Peace. Ugh.